Because I'm versing the Eagles on my
Oh,
stream.
okay. Have fun. Bye bye.
Okay. Now I'm just waiting on him to tell me whenever I search. Which, who knows, he could just never respond. But I hope he does. So, I don't want to sit here for like 15 minutes with my stupid stream running. And I need to link it into the Discord. Streams. Paste. Okay. I am ready to be heavily disappointed or heavily excited. And this is game of the week. I believe. Yes, it is. This is going to be a fun game of the week.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014.
Alrighty.
As you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California.
Darn it, I return it.
Short moments ago, these
Sad.
two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise
Dylan, why couldn't you hack into the game and make me kick it first?
Football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with their opponents. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
I'll start it off with a big pass. Nice.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
He used a timeout on the first play of the game before a second passed on the clock. I don't know if he meant to do that, but he did. Also, I'm going to be exploiting Debo's speed upgrade so much whenever I do a pass.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Just running man. That's smart because he has Avonte Maddox on Debo, but there's a few ways to play.
They're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
That sucks. Halfback angle.
Here, stopped at the 30.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly.
That is so heavily pass interference, and it didn't get called. And he also traded for Devin Bush. Is the Steelers guy brain dead? That was so heavily pass interference, it's unreal. My man's tried to sprint so far, and he got nowhere. Oh my goodness, he's doing a run. I took Eric Armstead's stuff for rushing off to aid the pass.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
On defense.
A chance to convert that early turnover into points. Hurts sets up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right.
And yeah, Hurts is fast. Back-to-back weeks where I versus stinking mobile QB, dude. I hate versing mobiles. I just can't do contain. I'm always just usering.
He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Okay.
Makes the score Eagles 7, 49ers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense.
I feel like he knows that I play insanely run heavy. So he's just going to put a whole bunch of people, close to the line and have Fletcher rush. I feel like I could full him with play action. Get me.
Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner.
Yes, actually. Get me. I know what the heck play I want. Okay. Must be thinking it. Yeah, I did click that. I don't know. At this point, just give me that.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Rolling to his right.
Get rid of it. This is tough. This is insanely tough. Dude, I hate versing Fletcher Cox and a mobile QB. That's like double negatives.
Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that.
Like, why trade Devin Bush?
Realized he had nothing. Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down.
Like, that's the kicker here. Who trades Devin Bush?
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo.
Jimmy G. Jimmy G. Are you capable of making a throw? Or do I need to teach you how to throw a football? What a throw by Jimmy G. Amazing. Once again, no pressure, no nothing. Just bullet pass.
Trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
That was just a by the books bullet pass right there. That's apparently how a pocket passing QB should be throwing the ball.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Oh, darn it.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Give me cover 3.
And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he picks up the
Why is he running it so much? In the first 2 weeks, he had 2 rushing attempts. I was not preparing for someone like this to run the ball 3 times in the first quarter.
Second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think
Give me 4-6 or 46, whatever the heck it is. Cover 3.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go.
And this time
Good job, Fred Warner.
Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
Like, it's so hard to, like, stay calm and not get ticked off whenever Jimmy G overthrows a normal bullet pass that would get me a 1st down and then he just gets a free TD off of it. Like, it's just hard to not get annoyed at that. He is a pocket passing QB and he can't make a normal throw.
The Niners take over
Just gonna play my short passes and runs. Just doing the exact same thing every time.
2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try to get things settled down a little bit.
Please follow Kittle. Get it. Get rid of it. I hate that you caught that. Like, I can't do anything. Every single game I just have like overwhelming pressure and can't get passes off. Like, that's the best choice.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. This is fielded at the 27.
Like, against the 49ers, who gets that much pressure? Who? Absolutely no one is the answer. Unless if it's like absolutely insane O-line, that's just Fletcher Cox.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. They'll roll him out right. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that's going to be
Thank you.
incomplete.
I was spamming SWAT.
Take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Moore is fast. He has 90 speed, so I'd hope that I can guard these guys.
Dancing to his left. He'll fire it deep for Rager. In a double coverage,
Thank you.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. 13-0 is the
I
score.
don't really know why he threw that.
On EA Sports. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next
Fletcher's
drive.
gonna tackle me
And
here,
down on the scoreboard,
behind the line.
certainly needing to avoid
Oh my good lord.
last
Of course.
running the football.
It's me, why wouldn't I trip?
Take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
That was gonna be such a long run.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Fletcher needs to get picked up by Kittle in order for this to work. Well, he did, but poorly, and now I'm stuck on top of 81.
Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Wanted to cut to Reed's right, but
2nd and 11
didn't work.
now. Throwing now is
Why?
Eagle
That's
pressure.
instant.
This time. Down he goes.
That is just instant pressure. Why?
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
And that's on Mike McGlinchey. I can't even tell you who Josh Bynes is. Aside from off of that sack, like what the heck has he done in his NFL career to deserve that?
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here.
Like,
early.
I have no time to do literally anything. I can't do anything.
Confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Fielded just inside the 20. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception,
He's running.
just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. On the run, he'll let it go deep.
Nice.
Right sideline.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move,
Cover 6 seems to be doing the trick.
And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll buy some time right.
That's stupid.
And he is going to have an Eagles first
Crossbody
down.
dime. 15
15
to 20 yards out. That was 27 yards out.
Nice third down conversion. On first and 10, it's Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage.
Like, this is even more pressure than the stinking Giants game.
Nothing on that last run. They'll try again.
Like, I just can't get past this time. I have this pick if he throws it.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line.
I'm blitzing him.
You go back to the second round of the draft, and when Jalen Hurts' name was called, a lot of Philadelphia fans weren't extremely happy about it. But when you see his ability, he can be mobile and make plays out of the pocket, but he's got a much better arm and much more.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
On the return, the Niners take over first and 10. At their own
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up.
Nice bullet pass again, Jimmy G.
What you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything.
I'm just going to run out.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 38 yards on the scamper there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some.
Again, I had, what was that, like 2 seconds?
3 scores down, not
If
even
that.
time yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense.
Oh, announcer, I've already figured it out. My O-line can't pick up a block. That's kind of the one thing that I know.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
My best hope is Ayuk or Debo just gets open
We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando.
on a slant route.
Stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Open
That's a
man is
first.
Ayuk complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a
Well, this is the play I was talking about earlier, but
this offense finding its legs
I'm
now.
not going to have enough time.
A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. Yeah, that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay.
Like, what's the point of even playing right now? What's the actual point?
3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest.
Like, I'm just under so much pressure so fast that I just have to get rid of a stupid ball in 3 seconds and make a decision.
Not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little
Like, that time I had probably the most time out of any play so far ever. And, like, if the guy that was in front of me on the ground that my running back shot blocked, that I didn't fully see if he shot blocked or not. I just saw that he was in, like, halfback was on the other side of him at that point, so it was post shot block, but there's not even a point of playing. I have what, like a combined 20 seconds of total, like, time to pass this whole game. I'd imagine it's somewhere around there. And, like, it's not even just, like, inside pressure. It's everywhere, despite the fact that I have Stingley, Trent Williams, and Mike McGlinchey on the edge. It's just always from everywhere.
Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo.
Nice pass.
He was looking for the rookie Brandon Ayuk, but it'll be second down.
I'm going to call what's happening on this play. Bourne's going to run across. His user's going to stick on Samuel or Coleman. Okay, well, he didn't for some reason. He knows I do short passes. I take it.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds
Just give me
to go
stinking
in the
4 verts. This is already dead.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he fires
Nice
one,
pass right there, Jimmy G.
Certainly appeared to take away his
I'm
first
going for it. I
read. By the
don't
time
care
he tried to
anymore.
look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Like, my team is just sad at this point.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 39. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Like, what is the actual point? I might as well just, like, let him get 60 or something. I don't care.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup.
It's just always pressure, pressure, pressure every single play. I, like, can't let any play develop at all. And if I do, it's a pick.
Here's Richie James on the return.
It's because the stupid coverages. Like, I know how to beat stinging zones, but whenever I have no time to do anything, I can't. Can't let anything develop longer than 2.5 seconds. And then I can't run it because of that. It's just Fletcher Cox. Play in, play out. Play in, play out. And I have one corner, one receiver with 93 plus speed, and that's Debo at 93. Who's constantly being man coveraged by Avonte Maddox for the speed. I just can't do it. And then I messed up the kick. Cool.
Now it's Wilson. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 38.
Is this the Goddard post route, or is this the Goodwin, like, crossing route? Which 2 plays? Oh, a run play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Like, actually, what's the point?
First down.
Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And this one is incomplete. Rookie Jalen Reagor, the intended target that time. But it's going to be 2nd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's
Like,
taken
does
in by his
everyone
tight
just
end.
put a
This will
stupid
bring
tight
the
end on
chains
check and
again.
release?
Tackle's going to be
That's like
made at the
3 games in a
49ers
row.
23. Good work after the
Why?
catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. And Sanders there with a first down carry that might have gotten a yard, if that. Second down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. It was the same case on that play. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for Front Eagles. Touchdown.
So, at what point does the no running up the score thing take into effect? Because I feel like it should have by now. Isn't that a thing in this league?
Is running away with this one. And he knocks it through.
makes the score Eagles 42, 49ers nothing.
Or is that not this one?
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Because I'm in a few leagues.
Now after
I'm
the
checking.
touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
I don't think that's this league, actually.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
No, I don't think that's this league. Yike. Actually, yeah, it is, because the Packers week 1. This is an even worse win margin than that.
They went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said.
Nice possession catch that I was spamming.
Pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
There's everyone's pressure. Cool. They're out of sack.
Throws there, incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Garoppolo again. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Now Garoppolo lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
There's not even a need to say anything about pressure at this point anymore.
Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
At the 43.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Pressure comes and down.
Does it take you like 4 years to wind up a pass?
It's been a tough one all
Why?
for this offensive
I
line.
clicked that like 2 seconds before being sacked.
To the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Just throw it to Deebo Samuel. It's not difficult.
Created an avalanche, and an avalanche.
That was a lob and he couldn't release it.
This will be fielded at the 17. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
44-yard line.
On first down, it's Sanders. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Richard
The
Sherman
tackle there by Richard Sherman. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
And this is third down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Flush to his right. He can run for it. And
Why are you just standing still, Jaquiski Tart? He's clearly running the ball past you. Why are you just standing still watching him?
Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided first down. Sanders. He'll get it inside the
That
red
secure
zone,
tackler worked
going
out
for
pretty
a
well.
couple down to the 19.
Taken down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Complete.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field
That was
longer
goal
than you
line.
expect.
And he ran for 6
Now
yards.
pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try to run with Sanders. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Stop short of the goal line.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are pouring it on. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Eagles 49. 49ers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's James. And he returns this to the 22.
James on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Open man is born. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
49. 49ers 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game, and
You're not allowed to go for it.
kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physical. opportunity right there to
This is
get
against the
extremely
rules, but
physical
okay.
and force that incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
That's
He's
against the rules, but okay.
It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. Now a play fake here on first down.
And he's gonna throw it. Yep.
Right. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 48 yards. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run with Sanders, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Make extra point. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take it in it?
It's George Kittle. Why? It's George Kittle against a safety who's shorter than Kyler Murray. How does that happen, Madden? Aggressive catch, and he just hands it to the corner, essentially. Why? What is the actual point? I still don't get it. I have it on play ball. Nice pick. That was definitely playing the ball right there.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
Third down. And 10 yards to go.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases.
He's also not allowed to go for this. Let's see if he still does anyway because he feels like it.
That's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back.
Yes, he does. The fake punts are allowed anyway.
And he will not even make it back to the line.
Okay, at least there's... That's actually allowed.
But it doesn't fool this defense. And the Niners take over in
Let's see if Kittle learned how to aggressive catch by the time the last thing happened. No. Hit as I throw. Still, it was semi-accurate, but I really don't care at this point.
Not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Couldn't do it. Not lobbing it up to him in midfield.
And now what can they come up with on third and long?
Are you gonna throw the ball?
He didn't spike it, he faked it. And that will be incomplete.
I did click that like 3 times.
Scared to let it fly, but it falls to the
And I don't care anymore, so going for it.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
Like it's just man blitzes.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wasn't
Just
that.
all blitz.
It was already
Blitz,
determined.
blitz,
No doubt
blitz.
about it. This one was over a while ago.
Apparently my own line can't handle it whenever they're
Able to get this one
like
down
92, 79, 79, 67, but and then like I think 81, and they can't handle 5 people. Like that's just 1 each. Like you can give me more than 2 seconds on 1 each in that scenario. Like I don't get it.
It's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because He is just shredding them at this point.
Well,
And
goodbye.
this has
I don't care anymore.